Hi everyone,
Hi.
We are back and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Ship. This is the third of 4 episodes in this series, and in today's episode we're going to be talking all about the drinks packages, the bars and lounges, and the entertainment offerings on board P&O Arvia. Whee! So we're super excited, and as you can see, we've brought our little friend, we've brought Arvi, he has come. So you'll see, and we have got some drinks. As we were talking about drinks, we thought we'd bring some.
Has to be done.
You can't talk about something. I mean, the food was painful enough. We were hungry when we finished that, so now we have our drinks. But before we get into the video, we're just going to kindly ask you to please consider subscribing to our channel because that helps us out loads. And if you like this video, which we hope you will, please give it a little thumbs up too. And remember, if you don't want to miss a thing, hit the little bell and you will get a ding and you won't miss a thing. Gavin is now going to explain to you all about P&O's drinks packages. It's always worked out fantastic value for money for us. Yes. It pays for us to get the drinks package. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's quite a controversial subject. But hopefully by the time Gavin has finished explaining them all the packages to you, you'll be able to make an informed decision for yourself.
So one of the most common questions we got asked in our live, and we get emailed it quite often as well, is the drinks package good value for money? Well, it does depend on how much you drink. For us, like we said, it's definitely good value for money. But what I'll do now is go through the drinks packages P&O offer, because they do actually have 3 drinks packages. So we're going to start off by talking about the children's drinks package, which is $7.95 per person per day. This covers your fountain sodas, so your Pepsis and your lemonades. It covers your hot chocolates as well, and some fruit juices. It is suitable for adults. They will sell it to an adult. So if those drinks are fine for you, go for it, if it works. Yeah. But they also do have a second non-alcoholic package, which is £19.95 per person per day. And that's, again, your Pepsis, your lemonades from the fountain, selected juices, but it also includes your Teapix tea and your Costa coffees and your bottles of spring water. The package we normally go for, though, is the Ultimate Drinks Package, which...
That's the controversial word,
yes.
Ultimate. So some people find that, to be fair, I don't think it should be called Ultimate as such. It's a good value drinks package. We don't mind, but it's I wouldn't say it's ultimate.
No. So the Ultimate Drinks Package basically covers everything we've just gone through. So you've got your fountain sodas like Pepsis and lemonades. You've got your Costa coffees, your Teapix teas. You've got your waters, but you've also got alcoholic drinks up to the value of $6.95.
And that includes the cocktails that are available as well. Yes. So we've had things like passion fruit martinis, we've had our espresso martinis, we've had quite a lot of varied cocktails over different bars, and they have been included.
So with all the packages, there are some restrictions. What they say is you have to wait 15 minutes between drinks. That's standard across all packages. Everybody in the room has to have the package, so one adult can't buy the package and the other one not have it. You've all got to buy it. The other thing you find is with the alcoholic one, it's only small glasses of wine and single shot measures. So if you're having your gin and tonic, it's a single gin and tonic, and it is the standard tonic, like your Britvic tonic. It's not the Fever Tree, the nice stuff. One thing I did forget to mention as well about the Ultimate Drinks Package is it does look at good value for your family, because if the adults have the Ultimate Drinks Package, the children get the children's drink package for free.
Cool.
So, is it good value for money? It's hard to tell.
It always works out for us. I mean, we very quickly break even.
Yes.
Even when we're not trying to party.
So when you get on board, what we'd suggest you do is go and have a look at the bar menus and see if the drinks you like are included in the package.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to buy the drinks package on the first day. You've got 24 hours to buy that drinks package. So maybe the first night, have a look, see if it works for you, and if it does, to buy it next day. If it doesn't, just pay as you go. And a lot of people do pay as you go because the drinks are quite reasonable.
We actually made a point this time of actually tracking the drinks we were drinking. Well, you did, to be fair to you, to work out if this was going to work out good value.
So what we've done is we've got 2 days. We've got one day where we didn't drink much, and we've got another day where we did drink a little bit more. So we'll start with the day where we didn't drink much. So on that day, we had 1 Pepsi, 1 Costa cooler, so it's like a
berry cooler.
Berry cooler.
Yeah, you know the ones, frozen like slushy drinks.
2 passion style martinis, 1 gin and tonic, 2 red wines, or was it 3 red wines, sorry, and 2 bottles of water. Now, if you add all this up, it comes to around £48 per person for all those drinks each. And with the drinks package being £39.95, we did save on that day around £8. Now let's go to a day where we were drinking a little bit more. On that day, we had one strawberry daiquiri. So your strawberry daiquiri is included because they're £6.95. We had 5 white wines, which we said was £6.75. They do vary in price, but the ones we were getting were £6.75. We had 2 bottles of Corona, 1 gin and tonic, 2 rums. I think they were the tidal rum ones.
Tidal rum, yeah, which they distill on board.
2 red wine and 2 water. This is each. So in total, that would have cost us £80.40 each. But because we have the drinks package, we actually saved £40.45 each. Quite a saving, eh?
Well, that's a whole drink package for a day.
Exactly. So what we've also done is we've taken some of the popular drinks and worked out how many of those drinks you need to break even. So for example, with beers and things like that, you probably need around 9 drinks. If you're looking at spirits, it's around 10 drinks. If you're looking at like cocktails, so like strawberry daiquiris or your passion fruit martinis,
Pina
coladas, that is around 6 drinks. Now they're only drinks, the alcoholic drinks. So if you're going to have some coffees or your
Costa's berry
Costa
coolers,
waters and your coolers,
some Pepsi off draft,
they're all going to add up as well. So this hopefully will help you decide whether the drinks package is for you. So if you're a light drinker, it probably isn't. But if you do enjoy a drink when you're on holiday, it is worth looking at the package and assessing whether it's for you or not.
But as we said, value in money for the soft drinks as well. The fact you get these soft drinks included, and the soft drinks are unlimited. There's no restrictions on them at all. There's 15 for the alcoholic, but the other ones are completely unlimited. So you could sit down in Vistas in the Amber Lounge and you could drink as many Costas as you wanted all day, then start drinking in the evening. And I'm sure by that point you may have already broke even.
So some of you might be thinking, what happens if I order a drink which is above the £6.95 limit? Well, what happens in those cases, you get 20% off the drink price, but you have to pay the full price. So if the drink was, say, £7.50, you don't pay the difference, you pay the whole £7.50 minus the 20%. So I know on the likes of Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, you just pay the difference.
So you might be wondering what's going to happen if you go over your 15 drinks too. They're not going to stop you drinking anymore, but just what happens is you pay for them. But as Gav says, you do get that 20% off. So even by having the drinks package, you're still saving yourself over what you normally would spend.
15 drinks is quite a lot even for us.
15 drinks is quite a lot.
so that kind of covers the drinks package. If you've sailed with the likes of Princess or Cunard, it is more or less the same kind of package you get on there. The same kind of limits, your 15 minutes, your 15 drinks. It's very similar.
The restrictions are the same, basically.
Yes. But the drinks the price for the package is much cheaper on P&O. But
P&O
also,
is
But also your drinks prices in general are a bit cheaper on P&O.
Yeah. Because Cunard works at about nearly £60 a day.
Yeah.
And Princess is now £50 a day, roughly. And P&O is only 40. So they're very, very competitively priced. I will give them that.
And if you do cruise with P&O, you also get your Peninsula Club
discount off the package as well. So that's something else to bear in mind. Like, I don't know what level we're at, but when we buy the drinks package, we get 7.5% off that at the moment.
Yes, we do.
But as we move up the tiers and the percentage increases, we'll make the savings even further.
So hopefully you found this a bit useful with all the drinks package information.
Now we're going to talk to you all about the bars and the lounges. No, the lounges aren't that exciting, but the bars are. We have got our drinks ready.
I need a drink after that.
He's probably thirsty because he's been talking so much. Now we're going to tell you all about Arvia's bars and lounges. We're going to start in the Grand Atrium because the Grand Atrium is like the central, it's like the heart and soul of the ship basically. It's where all the life takes place. It's where you see like your aerial performances and all that sort of thing. But we'll talk about that in more detail later on when we talk about the entertainment specifically. But for now, we're just going to draw your attention to the bars and the lounge areas on the ship. So yes, our first stop is the Amber Bar and Lounge. This is on the lowest level of the Grand Atrium. It's a really cool bar. It's got those nice panoramic windows on either side, as you can see out to sea. And in the Amber Bar, they also have a 7 Treasures cocktail menu. It's very similar to the Explorers menu. I think it was called the Explorers menu on P&O Iona. And in there, they have these like unique sort of premium cocktails. They're not included in your package. Unfortunately, though, we wanted to go for this one that looks like a treasure chest. And I think some smoke and all comes out of it. So. It's like a bit mysterious. but unfortunately one of the ingredients wasn't available, so we couldn't have it on this occasion. But we did try another one. I can't remember what it was called now. I may have drunk a few too many at that point. But yes, we did try one of the cocktails from the Seven Treasures menu, and that was really, really nice. As I said, it's not included in the drinks package, so we did pay extra for it, but we were on holiday, so we didn't mind. But yeah, the Amber Lounge is a really, really nice place, really chilled out. As I said, it's great for people watching and soaking up the atmosphere, seeing the aerial show if you wish. Sometimes during the day, they do like dance classes and things. It's great. And then just next door, you'll find Vistas. Now, this is the Costa on board. And as we've said before, if you have the drinks package, your Costas are included. They're free. You will find some cakes there too. These aren't included. You do have to pay for them. You have to give them, there's a small supplement. But, you know, they're worth it. You're on holiday, just enjoy yourself. So you can have a nice coffee and a cake, and you can sit there and just look out those windows and just take in the ocean views.
Those windows are amazing.
They are amazing. They're just so, they're massive. They are enormous.
So the next bar we're going to head to is Anderson's.
Oh, yes.
So Anderson's is one of P&O's staple bars, really. If you've been on the older ships, such as Aurora, you'll find that Anderson's on there, and there's beautiful bars.
It's got like a classic gentleman's club kind of vibe.
So they've brought Anderson's back on Iona, and in Iona, it's got a little gin distillery in it.
Yes.
On Arvia, it's got a rum distillery. It's a great little bar. There's 2 sections to it, because there's a little library there as well.
Yeah,
but you can sit there, have drinks, and there's some nice views out. It is mostly rum-based cocktails you'll find in there now, rather than the gin-based ones.
As on Iona. Yeah, Iona's got the Maribel gin. Arvia has the tidal rum.
And because it's right by the main dining room, you can go there for like a pre-dinner drink or a post-dinner drink, you know, before heading to bed or to a show.
It's got like a real like fire and all in there. Yeah. It's really, really, it is nice. We do like the atmosphere in there. It's great. Yeah. And as I said, it's nice and quiet as well, so you can actually hear yourself talk. It might sound old now, but it's nice to sometimes just have a conversation with people without music being like rah, 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 and shouting. It's really chilled out.
Yeah, Anderson's is a favourite bars on any of the P&O ships that has one.
So next we will head over to Brodies. Now Brodies is P&O's British style pub. Here you'll find a casino, which we'll talk about later on. And basically it's where Brodies is where they do things like karaoke, they play all sorts of sports. There's even on Arvia, there is a snooker table. Now unfortunately I don't know if I have any footage of this because we did go there, we enjoyed it quite a lot, but I don't know if we've actually filmed any of it. And I know I did try to film it during the day at one point, but it was very busy. So I may have to insert some footage from Iona just to give you an idea of what it's like, because they're pretty much exactly the same. Differences being, as I said, I think there's like a pool table on Arvia. I don't know if there was one on Iona. If there is, let me know in the comments below, because I may have forgotten about that, but I'm sure there wasn't. Anyway,
it's a very popular bar.
It's very popular. Everybody and anybody on the ship nearly goes there at least once during their cruise, I'd have thought. Yes. It's your typical British style pub, and we love it, and the atmosphere in is great as well.
So next up, we've got the Sunset Bar.
So now we're heading all the way aft to the back of the ship. If you're walking along the promenade deck, as we tried to do on a few occasions, you're meant to be working out and getting some fresh air and working up your, a bit of pace, get your heart rate going, do a bit of healthy exercise. Yep. You get to the back of the ship and it's like, ooh, drink.
Well, you're refreshed, haven't you? So yeah, it is on the promenade deck, right after the ship. It's a nice little bar. Great place to sit down, just chill out.
Yeah, wake view's awesome. There's nothing better, is there, than sitting there, you've got the water behind you, fresh air, and those hot tubs on either side of it as well are enormous. They're like hot tub pools. And well, I have seen something like it on Iona, but that's the only ships I've ever seen it. Hot tubs that size. They are the biggest hot tubs I think I've ever seen in my whole life.
So where are we heading next?
Oh, now we're going all the way forward and we're going to go all the way up. We are going to go to the Crow's Nest because we love the Crow's Nest. Those of you who have sailed on P&O before will know that the Crow's Nest is a firm favourite. It's one of P&O's staple bars, and honestly, it is one of our favourite spots on any P&O ship. Obviously, that excludes Ventura and Azura because they have like the aft ones, but the rest of them. They have these lovely bars. They're like an observation style lounge. You've got your bar there. You've got panoramic windows with nice forward facing ocean views. You can look over the bow of the ship most of the time. You might have to step on your tippy toes. But yeah, it's a lovely bar. You'll find nice entertainment there in the evening. They'll play like pianos. They do nice cocktails up there. It's got a really relaxed, chilled out vibe, but it is one of our favourite places. We absolutely love it. One of the criticisms I have with Iona and Arvia is when you go in, they have like this metal, like a fencing to sort of make it more private and like give it little nooks. But I kind of feel like if they didn't have them, the lounge area, the Crow's Nest itself would look huge. It would look nice and open, and it would be a bit more like Arcadia and Aurora. But other than that, it is still one of our favourite spots on the whole ship.
It's an ideal place to go, pre-dinner drinks, get ready, head up there, especially if it's on celebration night when you're dressed to impress.
Yeah. Or if you're going to go to Epicurean, you can go there first, you can have a couple of cocktails, go to Epicurean, and then after Epicurean you can go back there. As we said, you've got nice piano players or live entertainment going on. But it's lovely, it's a really nice lounge area. We love it.
So now we're going to head back outside and we're going to go to the Beachcomber Bar.
Yes, we're now heading up and heading outside to all the pool bars.
So the Beachcomber Bar is where the Beachcomber Pool is. It's a little bar. You've got seating around there. You've got these nice big seats around the pool. We did spend an afternoon in there.
We did, yeah. And the guys, they were great. The service was quick. It couldn't do enough for you. It was a lovely afternoon. I mean, it is what it says on the tin. It's the Beachcomber Bar. It's by the Beachcomber Pool.
You've got some beds and stuff really close by, so it is very convenient if you want to chill out, and you've got the bar right there.
So while we're on the subject of pool bars, we're now going to head on over to the Sky Dome, and in there you'll find 3 bars. I'm going to do 2, Gavin's going to do 1 because they're spread out over 2 decks. So on the lower deck we have the Laguna Bar and the Crystal Bar, and at the Laguna Bar, it's also worth mentioning, I didn't forget it, they also have like a little ice cream counter called Sundays. So there's ice cream available there as well. It does incur an additional cost. It's pretty much the same sort of ice cream you will find down in Ripples. They're pool bars. They serve you drinks. The staff are amazing. Yeah, they're handy because they're so close to the pool. There was one exceptional member of staff.
He was brilliant.
Yeah, he was awesome. But yeah, it is what it is. And then heading up.
Heading up the deck, we've got the Sky Bar.
Yeah.
So this is just another bar. It services the top part of the Sky Dome. Yeah. And it's kind of where we used to sit. We always used to sit at the top and look down for the entertainment. So that was the bar we tended to go to. Yeah,
and all great bars. They do exactly what they say on the tin. They're all by Sky Dome Pool. That's it. That's perfect.
So heading aft, on the top level, we've got the Panorama Bar.
By the Panorama Pool, of all places. You'd never believe that.
So this is a great little bar. I remember sitting there one day, I think it was before I did the ropes course. Yeah. We sat next to the bar. There's
courage.
There's some seating around. You can sit at the bar. There's seating around the bar as well, and then you've got some sunbeds. So if you're in that area, you've got a nice bar nearby as well. So it's ideal. It's a pool bar.
We've had so many drinks at all these bars, we're losing track. But it's our last, but by no means least bar. It's the Infinity Bar by the Infinity Pool, and this is one of my favourite spots. It is awesome because now Arvia has a swim-up bar at the Infinity Pool area. So you've got the Infinity Pool, the Infinity Pool bar, but on the back side of it, there is a swim-up bar. It's basically just like a little pool area. You can sit there, chill out. It's absolutely awesome. I love the concept. It's just perfect. You sit there, you've got your cocktails, you sat in the baking hot sun, you're just enjoying it without getting too hot because obviously you're in the pool, and then you've got lovely wake views. It's perfect for sailing out of ports and stuff. It's so nice. The staff up there were exceptional. One of them in particular, Manish, he was absolutely awesome. We just absolutely loved it.
We spent a lot of time in this bar. We'd go there at the end of the day, so when we were sailing out of port, the sunset.
As soon as we come back from any of our day trips and we're like, I just want to go in the pool, we just go straight to the swim-up bar, and it was just the go-to place.
We met a lot of people just chatting at the bar.
And the good thing was, I could be in the pool, you could be outside the pool, because the bar there was like the bar area, and then this bit sort of tailed off.
Yes.
And then you were on one side, which is dry, and I was on the other side in the pool, and it was great because he didn't have to get in if he didn't want to. I will say this though, it's loads of fun when it gets just slightly wobbly at sea, because the water really slushes around. It goes up and down the step, up and down. Sometimes it even splashes over the top.
And it only needs to be slightly wobbly for that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that rough. So I don't know how often this pool is going to get closed. Now we've took you around all the bars on P&O Arvia. We're now going to show you the entertainment that's on offer. So next up, entertainment.
Now we're going to talk about the entertainment, and we're going to start at the Headliners Theatre, where you'll find production shows from the Headliners Theatre Company.
Oh yes.
As well as comedians and other guest acts that P&O bring on. It's completely free of charge, but you do need to book your slots to get in there. So on the My Holiday app, you can make your bookings. If you can't make a booking, or just like us, just turn up.
We like to turn up very often.
If there's space, they'll allow you in. But at the moment, they are recommending you book. It's a great little theatre, isn't it?
Yeah, it's spread over two decks out at the forward end of the ship, as they normally always are. It's really cool because they've got a lot more visuals, like with the screens that sort of go around the stage and stuff. It is quite nice, it's quite modern, it's really quite something. It's lovely.
So when we were on board, I think Take That, the official musical, was playing, and they were playing Festival, weren't they, from the headliners?
Like, we did stick our head in and have a look, and there was like these things with these people in these toilet stalls. I don't know what was going on. Their feet were like doing like a little dance. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, we stuck our head and we had a look. But it's one of those things, theatre shows, they're not really our sort of thing.
But if you do enjoy a theatre show, you have got 3.
You need to go.
Yeah, and you've got 3 opportunities every evening. When we were on board, they were showing things 3 times. So if you're an early diner, you can watch the show after dinner, or you can go and see the show first and then go and have a late dinner.
So next, we're going to head on over to the Limelight Club. Now this is like a supper club, kind of entertainment-y lounge area. It's really exclusive. You pay a fee to go in there. Once you're in, that's it. So no one can just like pop in and stick their head in. There'll be no interruptions. It's very exclusive. It's very posh. It's quite nice, actually. We really enjoy the vibe. So basically, to book this, you can either do it ahead of your cruise, which we highly recommend because it reduces the cost of it. It's only £25 per person if you do this. If you book it on board, it's £35 per person. Now, this is a great concept. We absolutely love it. We've experienced it a few times now. We've done it once on Iona and now on Arvia. So what happens is you go in and you have like the resident band will play. And they're really good, to be fair to them. The Limelights are really good. And then you get served your evening meal. So you have like 3 courses. You have your starter, your main. Sometimes they throw in... Do they throw in mousse-bouche? Yeah, they throw in a mousse-bouche.
We had a really nice meal in Limelight, didn't we?
Yeah, it was lovely. I enjoyed it. It was nice.
Yeah. So I went for the kind of chicken pate. It was called something else. But
it looked really strange when it came out. It's not what I thought it would look like. It was. We tried each other's. We very often do that. We'd order food and then sometimes go, let's just try a bit of each other's and just see what it's like.
And I think for main, I went for the Wellington.
I had scallops for my starter. We both went. They were both beef. You had like a beef Wellington,
and you had the steak.
And I had like a steaky thing. But honestly, it was really delicious. And then we had, I can't remember what the pudding was. It was this like really nice like chocolate, like I want to say like a chocolate textures kind of cake thing. It was really nice. And then there was this coffee ice cream on the side and this honeycomb thing. And I really enjoyed it. But yeah, honestly, the food was delicious. I quite enjoyed it.
Very good meal.
And then once you finished your food, then you have your proper act will come on. So in our situation, we had Lavoie, and she was absolutely brilliant.
Hilarious.
We really highly recommend Lavoie. She's awesome. And we've seen her twice now as well. That's how good she is. But they do other acts as well, such as Gareth Gates. It's, like you were saying, it's like X Factory sort of people.
It's
or like comedians will go there, but it's really special. It's really nice. It's a nice treat.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you've got like an occasion, like a birthday, or like we went there on Iona on Valentine's. That was amazing.
Fun.
And it's just great. We love it. So now we're going to move on to what are we moving off to next?
So we're heading into the Grand Atrium.
Now you might be thinking, why have they classed the Grand Atrium as part of the entertainment? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's so entertaining. It is awesome. As we've said before, the Grand Atrium is the heart and soul of the ship. And it really is brought to life by all the acts and performers that do things there. It's amazing. It really is so good. So we're going to begin with, by day, you will find they do like line dancing. They'll do like dance classes. By evening, you will find live entertainment. So they'll be playing pianos and things, which is great. It gives a lot of ambience to the places such as the Amber Lounge, which is situated on the lowest level. So it's great for that. And the best bit, which we really love, is they do these aerial performance shows. So they're really good. Like we watched one that had like this, I think it was called April Showers. I'm calling it April Showers. I don't know if that's what it was called, but there were these 2 women, they were going around with these brollies and they were like spinning around. There was this massive brolly, it was sort of levitated, it came down, and they were all sort of swinging off it. It was really cool. And I'm not going to forget to mention our friend, our favourite Calvin from CJ Illusions. He was there, the magician. He was just behind the steps. And he was there doing his magic tricks, and it was absolutely incredible. There's loads going on. You'll find buskers will be playing there.
Yeah,
it's
just all kind of pop up, isn't it?
Full of life. Like honestly, it was really entertaining. It's really engaging. It's just a great venue. It's awesome. And now we're going to head on to.
So just off the atrium, you'll find the 710 Club. Ta-da. So this is a new concept that came along on Iona, and they've kept it on Arvia as well.
Headed up by Gary Barlow.
Yes, it's headed up by Gary Barlow. So he chooses the acts. And it is, you have to book to go in here. So
It's free.
It's free, but it's limited space. So you need to book on the My Holiday app. If it's fully booked, you can turn up, and if there is space, they'll let you in.
That's what people keep recommending, because what you find is there's 3 shows a night.
3 or 4 night, yeah.
Yeah. But what happens is, towards the end of the night, people get tired and they just no show. They don't turn up. So as it gets later, if you just join the queue, there's a chance you could just get in. We've experienced it on Iona. We didn't have time to do it on Arvia, unfortunately, because it was just so popular.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure who was even performing in there. We have no idea. But, we'll have to try it again. I'm sure we will.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry.
So now we're going to go to a new place. A new place. They sound like Marjorie Dawes. We have, brand new to P&O, Mission Control. Now this, I'm sure we've said to you about it before, we've sort of touched into it. Basically, it's an immersive experience. It's like an escape room, sort of simulatory as well, just by the way it, like you feel like you're there, like you're sucked into it. Yeah. We haven't experienced it ourselves, but we've seen it advertised. We watched it. It was on our TV in our stateroom quite a few times. So it's basically, you do it as a team. You can't do it on your own. So you will need, you can do it with your friends, or you could just do it with some strangers and make new friends. But basically, it's £20 per adult and it's £10 per child. And you go in, and as we said before, this escape room, apparently there's like 3 levels. So you've obviously got your easy, medium, hard. But even the hard isn't like ridiculously hard. Yeah. So if you're a bit apprehensive about it, don't think you can get trapped in there. The whole experience is about this submarine kind of thing, and it goes off. I don't really know the story about it. From what I've seen, they're just sort of scientific and they're going off to do their things. But it looks really, really cool. This has taken up one of the screens from the Ocean Studios. But it's got its own sort of entrance. But Ocean Studios is still there. So you still have your 3 screens at the Ocean Studios, which is our next stop. It's free, again, it's complimentary. They do some quite modern films in there too.
Yeah, they weren't too bad,
were they? They're good. So that's Ocean Studios. You can go there as well on C Day too.
Yep. And next up, we're going to go to one of the places we frequent for just a short amount of time on every cruise.
More Gavin than me, so I'll leave him do this one.
So it's the casino. So next to Brodies, you have the casino, and it's
sort of inside.
It's kind of it's one kind of venue.
It's
really
all like one.
So you've got your table games there and all your gambling machines. We normally spend £10-20 and never come back a winner, but yeah,
you have won before, you liar.
Oh, I did. Yeah, one
on Iona.
120.
He was there with all his money and all. I never win.
Okay, this time I didn't win. I lost my £20.
He's lying.
So
I like to know what I'm spending my money on. I can guarantee the result.
But no, so if you are into gambling and card games or slot machines, there's a good selection of them.
There's loads. There's quite a lot on offer, isn't there?
So next up, we're going to head aft to the clubhouse.
This is cool. We do like the clubhouse. That's really nice. This is your proper, got holiday vibes. Really, like, when you go away and you've got like a resort style lounge area. It's really good. You'll find things there, like obviously you've got a bar. It's in a great location. You can just step outside onto the prom deck if you want. Yeah. You've got the sunset bar right at the very back outside. Here you will find things like bingo, quizzes.
Yeah,
we've had talks from the first officer. He was telling us all about Arvia and going through her delivery and her construction and just everything. A virtual bridge tour we saw, which was really cool. There's comedians will be there.
Yeah, so you'll have like a late night comedy show there sometimes. You'll have a disco there as well. To be honest, there's something going on all evening.
It was where I was disco dancing. I mean, I might add by myself at one point. It was quite quiet a few times.
Yeah,
but on Iona, it was really busy. I still had fun in there. I was like dancing on my own. We were there for like 2 nights.
We were in a couple of nights. Yeah. But I think another reason it might be a bit quieter as well is because people were on the rum during the day.
Yes, because they're always off on their tours. And now, last but by no means least, we have the Sky Dome. Ta-da! Now, if you have been on Iona, you will know this is a great place. It's awesome because you've got your pools, you've got your bars, you've got your, in this case, fresh air.
Yes.
And improved acoustics because the roof isn't solid, it opens. And then the acoustics are better because it's not so echoey. Because as you know, if you go on Iona, it's really, really echoey because it's like swimming. It's like singing in a swimming pool. That was a tongue twister.
But no, on definitely we found on Arvia it did seem to improve the acoustics by having that roof open.
But it is a really great venue because you've got the 2 levels as well. It's great. You've got your 3 bars, so you've got plenty of servers. You've got like seating on the bottom level by the pool. Then you've got your top level, which you can then look down, which is brilliant. We saw some really good acts there. We saw like it was like a rag and bone come George Ezra kind of performance. I can't remember his name. Was it Benjamin Moss or something?
Something like
Something
that.
I can't
Which
remember.
happened to be going
and
through,
then we
didn't
saw, was it Donna Moody?
Yes, as Pink.
As Pink, and she was really, really good. Then you've also got the likes of, is it the headliners?
I'm not sure if it's the headliners themselves, but there is some kind of like performers which will do a kind of a show.
They were just singing. They were like, there was like, yeah, it was really cool. They had loads of really cool props, and they were jumping in the pool and all at one point as well. They were like incorporating the pool into their performance, which was great.
They also, because they've got the retractable roof, they haven't got the centre aerial acrobatics part of that.
And they have got like an enormous screen in there too. I didn't see any films. I wouldn't rule out. I know I definitely saw quizzes, and like they do like just trivia and things. They put them up there, and then obviously like I saw like the muster things. I'm sure they probably do films up there, but I didn't see it myself. So if you know, if you've been at the Skydome pool and you've seen like a movie, let us know. But we didn't see any.
Might be sporting events and things.
Yeah,
maybe stuff like that as well.
But yes, honestly, the entertainment on Arvia was fantastic. We really, really enjoyed it.
It was just something going on all the time.
There was so much going on. We physically couldn't fit it all in. As we keep saying, 14 nights is your ideal sort of duration for experiencing the ship properly, because 7 nights is just not enough. But,
and what you'll find on the cruises as well is they bring guest acts on board when they call into ports. So you might be on it for 7 nights or 40 nights, and you will find different acts come on while you're on board. So that's quite nice as well.
Yeah. So everybody, this concludes this episode of Let's Talk Ship. We hope you found it really, really useful. Honestly, we had an amazing time on the ship, and the entertainment certainly didn't disappoint us. We loved all the bars, all the lounges. We certainly made the most of them, and that drinks package. So yes, we hope we've given you all the information you may need to make an informed decision for yourself. But as we've said before, if you board the ship, you can work it out quite quickly if the drinks package is going to be for you. Anyway, if you've liked this video, please give it a little thumbs up. And we hope you're enjoying our videos. And if you are, please subscribe to our channel, because we've got loads more coming up, and it really helps us out. We'd really appreciate it.
If you've got any questions, pop them below and we'll be sure to answer you back. So what are we talking about next?
Next, we're talking about the fitness and well-being facilities on board Arvia. So things like the spa and all that lot. Okay. And then we're going to talk about the pools and the open deck areas and things like the altitude and all that lot. And then we're going to give you our final thoughts. What do we think of the whole experience altogether, the cruise? And I mean, you've probably got a pretty damn good idea, but we're going to give you our final thoughts and things we may not like so much, but we're going to tell you. We will tell all. So stay tuned, stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.